I'm going to attempt to show you how to remove this inner gasket on the, what is this called? Jeez, the thermostat housing. This is for an S62 motor, done on the M5, like all my cars. This is what the good one looks like. So see how there's a thick, kind of dark silver ring? That's PTFE. And when it's shot or worn, it's really, really thin. Like you can kind of see it's also bent in mine. When I take it out, I'll show it to you. All right, now the trick to getting this thing out, it's pressed, like a press fit in there. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Now, normally, I just realized, why is this all dirty? Normally, you'd use a seal puller for there. The problem is the seal puller is effing huge and you're never gonna get it in there. Like, yeah, you'll get it underneath the lip, but then you're hitting the housing. That's not gonna work. And no matter which way you do it, this is just a waste of time. So the real way to do it, like easy, is get a thicker pick. If you have a small, thin pick, that's not gonna do it. You'll bend the pick, it'll break. You need one of these kind of thicker industrial strength ones. I got this thing from Amazon. Work Pro is the brand. It was relatively, it was like, I don't know, 18 bucks or so, pretty cheap. And then you're gonna take a nut in there. And I'm not gonna do the whole thing live because I have one hand, but you're gonna use the nut to create leverage, and you're gonna grab underneath the seal itself and you just pry. And then you keep moving this thing around and you pry and you pry and you pry, and then it eventually comes up. Now, to put the thing back, if you've watched my other videos, I have this Vevor kit. I'll show it to you. This one is this kit over here. It's like a press kit. You can do everything with this thing. That's a good example. This is also found on Amazon. There's the serial number or part number, whatever. And I use this thing to press in all sorts of bushings, even doing the rear lower H-arms on the car and replacing those bushings. This kit worked. So you're gonna grab the 66 to 56. You could also buy a big ass socket. It fits right inside, and you'll be able to surround the new O-ring, and you'll hit that in with a mallet, and that's it. So it's out, popped it out, came out relatively easy. And you can see how, I mean, yeah, I deformed the old PTFE on there, and it shrinks because it wraps over the thermostat that goes in there. Sorry, my brain's not working this morning. So this is what a new one looks like. It looks pretty clean in there. Get rid of the nut because I'm not keeping that in there. Put the new one in there. Make sure it's squarish. And then again, I can't show you how I'm doing this, but this would go in like this. And then we drive it home. All right, kind of quick update from what I showed you on how to install the gasket inside the thermostat housing or the water pump housing. So I found that hitting with the mallet doesn't really work. It's more hit or miss, and it's more miss than it actually is hit. So what you're gonna do instead, this works much better, is use that, this is 66 and 56, the pressing coupling or pushing. Use that still fits fine, and then put it in a vise. Now, just be mindful, like when you're seating, what I did is I put some silicone paste around the rim of the metal there, so it would kind of have some kind of lubricant. But when you're seating it, try to seat it as level as possible, obviously, okay? Then what you're gonna do is, I was using it, I put it in kind of this way. It doesn't really make a difference. You just wanna make sure that when you're putting it in here, it's not hitting one of these bevel pieces that make it go crooked. You know, use your common sense. And then you can see through this side, you can see, I can't see right now, but when you're doing this, if you look inside, you can see how level and straight it's going. So get a few squeezes in there, take it off, rotate this, you know, reset it again, put this in a slightly different spot, you know, like maybe more towards one side. And it eventually slowly goes in there. It took me, I don't know, 2 minutes to do this whole thing, and I got it in the first time. The first time I did it with the other one that's broken on the floor right now, it went in crooked and it didn't work, and I had to get a new one. So this is the way to do this when you need to replace yours.